Hello everybody, my name is Anthony, also known as Magic Nipple, and I am the leader of the Astral Ghost of Identity Academy. Today I'm joined by...
Hello everyone, my name is Jake, because I don't feel like saying my YouTube name or my screen name, and I am the leader of the Mountain, I don't know what we're called, the Mountain Dragoons, I think. I don't know. I'm the leader of the Mountain Dorm in the same academy. So, there you have it.
And today, we got a very special treat. It's the very first installment of the weekly Savage Colosseum duels that we're going to be hosting. Today, our duelists are NsaneCookies, a.k.a. the Crazed Baker, and PoisonStar, a.k.a. the
British Beast.
The British Beast.
Yes.
All right, and just so you know, we're going to be calling PoisonStar Ryan, so you don't need to worry about that.
And Nsane will be Nsane, because I'm not actually sure that we know what his real name is.
Yep. So let's get this started.
Well, if you will give them the signal.
Yep, gave him the signal.
Aha! And Nsane has won the coveted rock, paper, scissors title, and therefore he shall obviously win the duel. Because that's what that means. It's like getting first blood in League of Legends.
Just because someone gets first blood doesn't mean they're going to win, but it's definitely nicer. Okay, so, but for those of you who are new watching and not used to our academy rules, what we do is, at the beginning of every duel, we have the mulligan rule, where, for those of you who aren't card game savvy, if you don't like your hand, and only at the beginning, you shuffle your hand into your deck and draw a new one. Now, the reason we decided to implement this is because every other card game in existence has mulligan except Yu-Gi-Oh! And for those of you who play Yu-Gi-Oh!, you know how shitty it is to get a completely shit hand from the get-go of the duel. It just starts off the duel really crappy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and since we're all kind of bros around the academy, we eventually decided, mostly due to my pleading, that we should instigate a mulligan rule, so that if somebody gets a bad hand, they can at least have a chance to compete in a duel, since we value not so much winning or losing, but rather the strategy and the thought that goes into the duel. It's more fun for us to have a good duel rather than just flat stomp somebody because they aren't drawing. Although it does happen every once in a while.
All right. So now, since it's starting off, start off with the pot of duality, but a little about the duelist. NsaneCookies, the leader of the Ocean Dwellers dorm.
He takes a giant germ. He's probably using some sort of dark deck if he's grabbing a giant germ, maybe a wicked deck. That seems to be generally what sort of is run when you see those types of cards.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet in his extra deck he's got Dark Diviner.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm willing to bet money on it. And
okay.
Oh no, Ryan's running an anti-meta.
Well, I wouldn't say that yet. We've only seen Wong Hu, and he runs in other decks. He's a good level 4 beat stick.
Yeah,
that will really mess with the lower attack power of Insane's cards, though.
Yeah. Let's see here. Ryan, or PoisonStar, is most well known for his RFP Monarch decks.
That'll be one way to handle the problem of Wong Hu, by dark holing it so that it goes away without him taking any sort of negative consequences from its effect, which would destroy any monster.
Yeah, but he also loses his germ and doesn't get its effect, so...
Yeah, but he can still summon a monster this turn.
True. Yeah, lesser of two evils.
Yeah.
Why is he losing 1,000 points?
I'm not entirely sure. Oh. Well, that would be why.
Oh. Well played on Ryan's part. Just from that card there, this is his Amazonas deck. And we get another pot of duality, and ooh, it looks like Nsane is using a variant of my deck.
Well, which means he's using a variation of the agents, although I'm not sure what kind of variation. Since
assuming that since all the agents are light and he's running a considerable number of darks, I'm assuming this is some type of chaos deck.
I would have to assume the same thing, although he could be running the Sky Scourge cards like Invisil and the other two. I don't remember what
yes,
exactly
that's a
they're
very
called.
good point.
But we haven't seen. But you have to have what is that card? Sanctuary of the Sky or whatever.
Oh yeah, Sanctuary in the Sky. That for those of you who don't know, for any battle, you take 0 battle damage for those cards that you have when fighting a fairy. The main problem I see here with this right now, Ryan's got a clear advantage because his deck is going to run considerably faster and has a much more early game presence. I feel like if Nsane can make it into the later game so he can set up a little bit, I feel like he has a very decent chance of pulling this one out.
Unless he's sitting on a dark bug in his hand, in which case that'd be a very interesting situation for Ryan.
Oh, indeed. Ooh,
Nope.
tour guide.
Well,
All
tour
right,
guide. So I'm
I
betting.
smell some exceeds coming.
I'm betting we're gonna see an acid golem here. I know he's pretty fond of that card.
Yep. All right. Yep. Here comes the
Yep.
acid golem. I'm willing to bet that Ryan's face down card is
Nope.
a
Zenmaines. All right.
Really?
Well,
okay.
that tells me that he's pretty much in the mode of defense before offense, or he doesn't trust Ryan's back row, which.
Well,
I wouldn't
I'm
either.
assuming that again it comes back to that his is more of a mid to late game oriented deck, whereas Ryan's is a hit hard, hit fast. And so I'm assuming he's just using Zenmaines to buy some time so he can get some more light and darks in his grave to make more use out of his chaos cards. And of course, this is assuming this is a chaos deck.
Exactly. Well, and the other thing that has going for him is that Ryan is literally stuck right now, because if he tries to kill Zenmaines, his Green Baboon has enough attack points to finish it, but his effect would pop, and then after that, he'd either get rid of the back row or he'd get rid of the baboon. All in all, it just depends on what he's feeling. But yeah, this will definitely buy him some time for a more early game centric, or for a more late game centric, deck to set up a little bit. Hopefully, he can make the best out of it. Although I was actually kind of expecting the Dark Bug into Dark Resonator combo here. Oh, and we have a field card. I have no idea what this does.
Gaia Power. That's really.
I don't like that move.
Yeah, that's a questionable move. I would have saved that for his backfield. Gaia Power isn't that threatening of a field card, especially with Zenmaines on the field.
I mean, unless if he had another higher power beater, he might be able to get through Zenmaines all in one turn, which means his effect would not activate, since it cannot activate from the graveyard. Which could have been what Insane was thinking, but I don't.
Unless his other card's another Dark Bribe, that was a very questionable move on Insane's part.
But obviously, we'll see if it pays off. So, and Ryan is, or whose turn is it? I don't even know. It doesn't say.
It's Ryan's because it's got the. Let's see.
Oh, and we have a smashing ground. All right, so he's gonna go.
He's going for broke.
I don't know what other cards he has in his hand though.
Okay, so let's see. Zenmaines. Okay, but it's only once per turn that it gets to activate its effect.
Is it?
Yeah. Like once per turn during the end phase.
Oh, okay.
Very good. Now he's going to clear his field altogether.
Yeah, if he's smart, he'll go for the back row.
Backfield, yes.
Because the trainee can't touch him right now. Dimensional Prison, I'll hover over it real quick here. Banishes the target, the monster that declared an attack, basically. Very, very good card. Not quite Mirror Force level, but they're probably not getting it back. There he goes.
All right. Yep.
Oh, and he hit a Mirror Force, which is basically the jackpot of back row.
Well played on Insane's part.
That's basically the jackpot of back row, since Mirror Force is...
There it is.
Here we go.
Here comes... All right, I'm making a prediction. He's going to pay his 1,000, and he's going to end up making Gachi.
Well, he's checking his extra deck first.
Let's see. Yep, there's the 1,000. 1,500. Ooh.
I don't know what level 3, what all things are that take 3 level 2s.
I think he's gonna make Dark Mist.
Oh yeah, that's right. What is that, like number 16?
I think so, yeah.
Something like that.
Three level 2s is what it's looking like. We'll see.
God, that bothers me when they overlay.
Nope, it's Gachi. No, dude, it fixes itself as soon as you do it.
Yeah, I know, it still bothers me though.
So he just did the other... Oh, okay.
So he's gonna tune for... No?
Oh, no, another
he's getting another Gachi, okay.
Fantastic. Well played. Very good move on Insane's part.
I don't know. I would have rather. I think I would have rather seen the synchro in this situation, but I don't know what his extra deck looks like.
And mind control.
What is he gonna do with that?
That's no. He just wants to smack him in the face as much as possible. But see, what I would have done is I would have mind controlled first, Monster Reborn a level 4, and then Zexaled with that, and then did the rest with everything else.
Yeah, I don't really like that move. I think that was a waste of. I agree with Monster Reborning because it's the best way to put yourself ahead, but I don't like mind controlling there. I would have saved that until you could have got more use out of it, which is why I don't really run the card that often.
Yeah.
Because
mind control is a very kind of fickle card. You really got to make use of it. And the best way to do that is mind controlling and syncing it off, or overlaying it. It was a questionable move at best.
We'll see, although Insane looks pretty comfortably in the lead. What does that... I don't actually know what that does, because I've never dueled with Amazons before.
Would you like me to read it?
No, I got it.
Okay.
I'll even read it, even though they probably can see it right now. But all Amazoness monsters gain 200 attack. Once per turn, when an Amazoness monster is destroyed by battle or by card effect and is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Amazoness monster from your deck with a level equal to or lower that of the destroyed Amazoness. Excuse my stumblings.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
is
the thing is, you know why I think Insane used mind control the way he did is because the new he's not used to using decks like this. After watching me duel with my newer decks, he's starting to take mind control into consideration more. And the thing is though is he hasn't figured out all the little tricks of the trade you can do with it, if you will. And the main reason he didn't attack Amazon Trainee is because when that card is destroyed by battle, the cards that attacked it are returned basically bounced off the field.
Alright, well, and I would just like to point out that Ryan is actually running two different types of field cards in his deck right now. He's running Gaia Power, which is your base attack points.
That won't work. You can't do that.
No, he can still exceed with it, which is what he's doing. He doesn't need its effect right now, because Venus is 3.
True, yeah. Alright, so, let's see here. Whoa!
I don't actually know what that card is.
That's a new one.
How's that pronounced? 00 parts or oo parts?
I'm gonna go ahead and say it's 00, because those aren't O's.
Alright, so parts is Crystal Xenoform. Once per turn, when this card is targeted for an attack, you can detach one XYZ material from this card. During this turn, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or by opponent's card effects, and your opponent takes all battle damage you would have taken from a battle involving this card. It's another interesting defensive type card.
Yeah, thing is, though, is he's not going to attack Amazon Trainee.
He can't, he'll lose an exceed for it.
Yep. See, that's why he should have saved that mind control. But then again, I'm assuming because the reason he did it was you don't want to mind control for a nice little lead because every good duelist knows that life points don't matter. As long as you don't lose all of them, you can still come back.
I don't like. Oh no, hang on. Has he detached for it? No, it has to be targeted for an attack, so he's gonna lose his Crystal's uniform.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, is it's not being destroyed, so it'll still work. See.
Oh, it's destroyed by battle. Never mind. I thought that we're attacked by it.
Nope.
Don't mind me. I am a silly man. Alright. And all that is left is Amazoness Swordswoman.
And Jake, make sure you don't disconnect.
Oh, I need to do that. Wow. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure if they're discussing something or what, but okay, guess that's it. Well, for that turn anyway.
All right, so let's see if Ryan can pull this one out. He's at a pretty big disadvantage right now. I think his best bet is to pop a dark hole if he can get one.
I don't know if he can last that long though.
Even if he would, though, then Insane would still have 3 monsters on the field.
Yeah. What are you foolish in this deck?
I don't know, actually. This is kind of interesting.
Foolish Burial allowing you to send 1 card from your deck to the graveyard.
Yep, that is correct.
Yeah, Dark Bug, okay. What does that do? I mean, I know what it does, but why summon it? And there it goes. What the heck? Did he misclick on the main phase too, or what? Not entirely sure what's going on.
Well, I'm not sure either. And if I were in Insane's position, I would switch his Gachis into attack mode. They both gain an extra 800 attack. You smack the swordswoman once with your Xenomedes, and you're good to go. You know?
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
So, and like I said, Ryan's deck is much more early game presence. And right now, it's, Insane has made it into the mid-game area, and he's clearly dominating the match.
Well, and like I said, I have no experience with Amazonesses or
Trust me when I say his deck is very good.
Whose?
Ryan's.
Oh well, I haven't dueled it, but it strikes me as it's fairly difficult to come back once you get behind with that particular type of deck.
It's kind of like it's very similar to the Dark Scorpions, where if they can get the lead, they're going to keep it. But if they get behind, they'll be very hard pressed to come back. All right.
Amazonas village kicks in. He gets another swordswoman, so that she can, you know, reflect some of the damage back onto Insane. But it's kind of futile now. I think it's just a matter of time until Ryan loses this one, unless he really pulls a miracle out of his hat right here.
Yeah, you know, basically the only thing I could see that would even remotely fix this is Dark Hole coupled with 2 lightning vortexes.
I don't know that he runs that much field control in his deck. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I've only dueled the deck. I have only dueled the deck once, and it was in its early stages of development. And I don't know, man. This is real iffy. I'm kind of liking the way Insane's deck is running, and I'm honestly curious if there is any chaos element to the deck. Because if there is, this deck is formidable.
Well, it could be anyway. You know, Ryan must not have a whole lot.
All right, if Insane, he's just.
What the gotcha's in attack mode? What does that thing do?
Well, that's kind of pointless. Okay, you know, I don't understand why Insane is so tentative to putting his gotcha into attack mode. If he would do that, he would have won this turn. You know? Oh, actually, no, I guess he still will, unless, no, because Ryan will be summoning. Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, there's his last one, so... Let's see here, that has 700...
Well, if Ryan can pull something out, he's pulled it back pretty close. If he gets like a Dark Hole or anything, he could actually be in a position to turn the duel around a little bit.
It's definitely close, you know. Again, when you're up against a deck that you're kind of sorely outmatched to, where they've just got a very definite field advantage. You know, sometimes all it takes is one good move to get you back in that game.
Well, Heavy Storm is okay.
Actually, that was probably his best decision right there because you know, if you were to...
No, because he loses his field card.
Well, I mean, he's probably running low on Amazons as it is anyway.
Yeah, probably, but...
But his best bet was that, because, you know, if he were to get a Dark... a Dark Resonator, that's just trolling.
Dark Bug.
Oh, Anthony, what is trolling?
Is that game? I don't know what attack everything has right now.
That is game. The very first winner of our Savage Colosseum weekly battles is NsaneCookies, aka the Crazed Baker.
Well, actually, it's best 2 out of 3.
Oh, that's right, it is.
Hang on one second.